Hello and welcome back to Shapez. Today we're going to unlock color mixing and get started on milestone 8 here. Before we do that, we have some upgrades to spend. That's 235 points. I'd like to unlock the colored trains, I'd like to unlock the 3rd floor, but I'd also like to unlock this belt speed. So, I don't know. So we should have enough to do all of these. This will max this out. That gives me 55 points left. We could probably do train speed and capacity. That's becoming a little bit of an issue, but we're going to leave it be. We'll save those 55 points for now. We have another reward we can claim. In between episodes, I decided to create a task area instead of hunting tasks, shapes for tasks around the map. So we click on my little map here. I'm bringing all the shapes and all the colors into this area right here, and we can just build tasks right here. So we can only work on one task at a time, but that way it should go a lot faster because we can just build them here. We have everything we need. Alright, so we've unlocked the color mixer. It is right here on the painting tab, the color mixer. Let's go ahead and put one down and take a look at it. Looks like it has 2 inputs in, 1 output out. Would that make sense? 2 colors in, 1 color out. It does 900 liters per minute. Now what I'm assuming is it takes 450 of each color to output 900. I'm going to go on that assumption. Hopefully that's right, because otherwise I'll have to redo this. But I'm basically going to just copy this over 4 times, I think. I'm going to try to make like a something like that. And we can bring this will be the output. And then we need to bring paint into this thing. So we're going to do one here. And we're going to do one on the opposite side. So we can bring one color down this side. This is the wrong launcher. Like that, so we can distribute this to these 4. And this one to these 2. This one to these 2. And that way, we should just be able to copy this thing down. So I just got to fix these pipes. This will be the 2nd color in here. And then this way, these output 900 each, so we could do 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would be 7,200, which is what a pipe can carry. You can tell by clicking on it right here, 7,200. So that would be 2 lines of color out. I'm going to start designing for a 3rd floor, even though we don't have it unlocked yet. But basically, since this is 1 floor, I can just copy this out. Now let's see, these can launch 1800 per minute, and this uses, I'm assuming 450, half of that. So 450, that would be 9. Each 4 would be 1800, so this launcher can handle just all 4 of these. So basically, alternates that launches this, covers these 4 ports. This one launches, covers these 4 ports. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so we should be able just to bring in some paint. Well, I think we'll bring one from the end, one in from the side, like we do for most of the stuff. This will not be there, this will not be there. And then for the 2nd floor, we just need to make sure these pipes are connected. There we go, they wraps around there. So one pipe can actually handle all 8 of these, or all 16 of these, because this is 7200, these are 450, so that would be 16 of them. So we'll actually only use half of incoming supplies here. So I don't know, we'll see if we can use that to our advantage later on. But I'm just going to copy this up to the second floor. Even though we don't need double, it won't be able to produce. I think it'll just balance out, and that way for consistency's sake it's there. Control C it, page up. Page up, bring it in here. And we just gotta check the pipes, make sure everything looks good, which actually it does. This should probably connect down below. That looks good. That way we can just grab, go down to the first floor, hide the second floor. We can grab these pipes out here. Then we can grab this belt, come up a floor, and go out here. Whenever we get to the third floor, we can just grab one of these lines or combine these 2 lines and take them up to the third floor. I've actually decided to delete these on the second floor, so we just have 3 sets, so it's straightforward. This is one line, this is one line, and this is one pipe full. That way I don't get confused later on in life to know why do I have 4 of these here. So that will be good there. We can just save this as a blueprint and then hook it up and try it out. Milestone, we need squares and stars, that's it. So we have squares here, stars here, red and green will make yellow, here's blue over here on the left hand side. So we can make it all right in here, that should work out nicely. I think I've decided to go ahead and unlock the third floor. I guess the sooner we do this the better, that way we can start designing stuff for endgame. So let's go ahead and spend 50 points and unlock that. And we'll start designing stuff to deliver on 3 floors instead of 2. So let's get these diagonals set up. We've done that many times before, so let's just grab some extractors and swappers. So I'm going to modify my blueprints as I put them down, just add a 3rd layer to it. This is the half destroyer. You can see 3 layers there. It's basically just a copy and paste, so it wasn't too hard. But we do need to rotate this piece before we move on. I've got the shapes that we need to work with, so we can try out the color mixer. Let's try it out. So we need the color mixer. That is right there. Looks like it's working. Takes a minute to go, I guess. There we go, we have yellow paint. It's a pretty cool animation. We'll see if that keeps up, I think it should. Let's grab a stacker, or a painter. So let's throw that in a train station here. Give us some room to work. That should be 3 levels of that shape going in. We just need to drag the train track to the vortex now. Drag this up to here. That is a super long path, so we might want to consider upgrading the train speed. In fact, let's just go ahead and do it. It's only 8. Let's upgrade it twice. Okay, blue paint is on its way. Let's just grab a painter. Put that down right there. That has this shape going into it. We just got to grab the space belt and put it into there and then into there. Looking ahead here, this next shape we need some gray shapes on a pin, so we can just grab a second shape of this and just put a second train stop in. That is right here. That should get us 2 of these. Just need to grab a second train here. So I'll get us 2 over here, then we can just throw another train stop over here. Just enough room to squeeze it in. And then we need this. Actually, we don't need this, we just need to put a pin on it. Gotta make sure it's rotated correctly too. So let's grab the pin pusher. I think we have to alter this one to make it 3 levels. That is 1, 2 levels. Let's just copy this. Go up 2 floors. Paste it. Zoom out. Select it. Control C. Copy it to the clipboard. Hit the blueprint. Right click on the pin pusher and hit replace. So there's 3 floors there. Let's see if it's the right shape. It's going this way. We need to actually rotate this 90 degrees. No problem. Just grab the rotate blueprint. Combine these. Actually, we need to stack these. Stack them. That should be our shape. We can clear this out. Alright, so I've added a second train stop up here for the color. I'm going to see if we can sneak this under here. Kind of a little bit of spaghetti, but I got to redesign these to be a permanent solution, but cause we want to deliver these to the vortex permanently to get milestone operator levels. Let's grab a space pipe, see if we can get under this, which we can. We just need to throw a mixer in here. And that should be pink. Should make magenta. Pinkish, purple, magenta, whatever you want to call it. It looks good. We need this final shape, which just needs to be painted white. So let's stop this. Let's just change this around a little bit. We need to bring in a third color here. This is green. I'm going to try to split this pipe or this belt to see if it has enough. Like, I believe this is only using half a belt, so we're going to try it out and see. I don't know if I have room to split this. I think we can just bring it under here. Like so. Here, but we need to change this one around so that the input is on the right side. Just grab this under here. A little bit of spaghetti, but so we will watch this for a little bit and see if it actually make white. And we need to stack it one last time up here. So we're going to have to cut this out. And let's see, we want this one on the bottom. So this would be right, this would be on the bottom. We can bring this piece in, put it on top. I just realized we never updated our stacking blueprint to the 3rd level. So I will work on that in a little bit here, because that's going to be a complicated undertaking, which means we're not going to really be able to tell if this white paint keeps up or not. But in the meantime, let's go work on some tasks while we wait for this, and then I will work on this in between episodes. That milestone shape is being produced now. We're going to come back after we finish the milestones and build a permanent solution for each one of them so that it looks nicer. This is kind of chaotic. But let's go over to the task area. Let's just click on this right over here. It takes us over to the task area. And let's work on one of our tasks to see how this works out. So I've pinned our first task to the menu here. This is just this shape here, so we can go, I guess let's just start up here. Let's find that shape on the thing, which happens to be the first one here. Like, my goal is if I need this shape, I'm just going to grab a space belt, and I should be able to drag it underneath here, like so. But we just need this one. So let's grab a half destroyer. Let's bring this over here. Let's grab my color mixer. So we need yellow. So that should work there, and we can just grab, what do we need? Red and green. So we can just bring this into here. Like so. And then we need green. Be a painter. Let's move this as needed. So the way this works is I just have 4 train stops. I don't know why I have 4 unloading bins. It's probably way too much. I don't know. I was just building it. So we'll see how it works out. But so I basically, this train just, I have 3 trains on the, and it just stops at each one and fills it as needed and goes back and picks up more shapes. I guess if I had other colored trains I could set this up differently, but since I don't, I had to divide it out into each train line for each one. So we'll see how that goes. But our next task is this squares. Let's make sure it's not pinned or anything. It's not, so we can just grab, go to this one, find the squares, which are right here. Grab these over to here. And then just build our same thing we were doing before. So we'll need the half destroyer. The swapper. And what color was it? Yellow? Yellow. So we need more red and green paint. And we'll need a painter. So this will be super easy to do tasks now. So we'll need red and green here as well. So I'm pulling it from this one, so I might as well just pull it from this one here. Alright, so that's done. Grab this one, which we're basically done with already. We just need to cut this over here. Grab a stacker. And then we can just grab a space belt over here, I guess. Move this back in place. And there we go. So this task system should work out pretty well. We'll see if how the supply holds up of the ingredients here. Task is done. We can do the next one. just pins under the squares, it looks like. So we can just go over here and grab, just delete this and put some pins under there. That should be that. Like, one of the downsides to this is I didn't leave enough room in between here, so like my goal was to use like this one for the first level, this one for the second level, but you can't pull these past each other without connecting here. And if I were to bring it down here, I wouldn't be able to get underneath this, underneath the track here. So I'd either have to space these out one more, which would take up more room, but then you could easily skip this one, so like this one only pulled for this level, the second one would only pull for this group, and that way it would divide out the paint. But I guess it's just working by just taking from both of them, I guess. We'll see how it goes. It does seem to be keeping up. Shapes don't seem to be a problem. Well, shapes are a problem. Yeah, so we're out of shapes here. So I'm not taking advantage of all these here. I could probably just move all this out one and just combine all these into one, I guess. This shape is coming from the farthest away too, so I could probably just add another train, because this shape comes from all the way. Here comes the train now. Let's check the source and see if it comes all the way down here. This is empty too. So we need to take advantage of using these. I'm not really sure. Like, if I put a belt connecting all these and out, would it just pull evenly from them? It would probably be a little bit less, because it would be half from here, and this would merge with half of this. Oh no, I guess we'll try it. Let's delete this, delete this. I don't know how that'll work. So I don't know, we'll see how that works. So I designed this when I only had 2 floors, so I'm not taking advantage of the 3rd floor, but I guess my stacker's not able to do 3 floors right now anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But we'll have to revise all these shape mining here to take advantage of the 3rd layer as well. So we'll have to redo that in between episodes as well. Alright, so in between episodes I will work on the new stacker layout so we can take advantage of 3 floors, and then I will revise all this system to accommodate 3 floors as well, because as you can see, the 3rd floor is not being used here. So we'd have even more shapes coming in. So that's going to do for this episode. We're almost done with the milestone, so that should complete why I'm working on this. But that'll do it for this one. Next episode we will work on the next milestone, which is crystals, which is also the final qualification. Then we can start revising our map to, you know, deliver full loads of each one of these shapes, and we can get into the MAM. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.